Okay, here we go. Yeah, so I like a lot the conversation that we had so far. That were very different angles. This one is I think probably an additional angle. We are a very technical team, so we are tech guys. So I'm gonna be speaking about some technical language as well. We're gonna go down to the details. So I hope it's gonna be of interest to everyone. Let me see if I can present this as well. So I'm going to present first what we do at Deep Gears. We want to bring virtual try-ons to the average online users. We believe that the online shopping experience is nothing but ideal, and it should be a lot easier. And virtual try-ons, the ability, the opportunity for users to see how garments fits on themselves has a tremendous potential, we think. And we have seen a lot of engagement in conversion increase and also reduction in returns. So it does also have an environmental aspect behind it. Of course, is nothing easy. It requires a lot of knowledge in a 3D space, in computer vision, computer graphics as well. And that's why it took us nearly 2 years in order to have a product that we're not embarrassed about. At first, we were, of course, not very happy at what we released, but by the time that we improved it, we are actually very, very happy now. So just to get started, some numbers at a glance of what we have achieved in order to break the ice here. So we have totaled a little bit more than 20,000 virtual try-ons. So these are basic garments that people try in our virtual fitting room. We basically embed these virtual fitting rooms on our clients' websites, and that's how the users find them. I'm going to show a couple of examples exactly how it works. We had 3,500 roughly monthly active users until last month. We are in touch at a very advanced stage, I would say, with 3 top 50 brands, which one of them already confirmed the launch for January. So we're very excited, and this is going to be a lot of work to do over Christmas for sure. And we have achieved some remarkable numbers from the first pilots that we have concluded. So first of all, the increase of conversion. So people tend to buy more the stuff that we present to them and the stuff that they can wear in 3D. We also experience a reduction in returns, because the fact that they can get the right fitting and sizing is definitely helpful. But the thing that is all here, there's a typo, sorry, 24% will be the reduction in returns. The most striking thing was the engagement. So the time that people really spent on our virtual fitting room app. So this is just basically a screenshot of what it looks like. After a brief process that requires users to create their own avatar, we show how garments fit their avatar, and in different sizes and also with different views. We have both a set of 2D hyper quality renders as a view, or we render in real time on the user's phone or user's laptop, and we provide the 3D rotatable objects that can also be combined with heat maps. For instance, we're gonna see an example very quickly, actually, just now. This is a closer look at what it looks like. This is a pair of jeans that we digitized for Costas. Different sizes, sizes for both the waistband as well as the length. And then you can see a better sense of what it looks on you with our fit map that also has what we call the smart fit tag. So depending on the color, the tag changes and describes the fit map in one way or another. This is combined with our 3D reconstruction algorithm that actually detects the measurements of your body. It gives an excellent demonstration of what can be done with your technology and how people can benefit from it. It's also something that, of course, can be projected to AR. It's quite easy. There are so many providers that can help with that once you have the 3D object fully done. And this is where we where we were basically standing about 2 or 3 months ago already, and gave us basically the thought of pushing the innovation further. So the full process until about 2 or 3 months ago, which is roughly still what we have today, was this one here. So we had the 3D reconstruction algorithm that, from a user video, it was basically getting the avatar down to the accurate measurements. The garment digitalization, it was taken care of completely manually, sketching stuff on Close 3D, making the sizes, making the garments from there. Then we have spent about a year working on our auto-fitting algorithm, which is something quite unique because it procedurally fits any garment on any avatar. We normally fit garments on thousands and thousands of avatars in order to make sure that we map all the population very well. And this can be done in less than 3 seconds for each. We don't do it in real time because 3 seconds we think is still too much for the normal user. It will be perceived as too long. So we do pre-compute everything in order for the user to find already the final results ready for them. And then we have already done the rendering in the most optimal way, both in 2D and 3D. So this is an example of the 2D where we also put a mirror. If you use OpenGL technology, which is basically the technology that any software is using, such as Blender, Unity, Maya as well with Arnold, Houdini also has a renderer. So you can achieve some really high quality renders, and you can also put mirrors there that reflect lights in a very realistic way. So you combine all of these four, and then is basically what you get is deep gears. We're very fanatic of this thing of making processes procedural, because the more we can automate, the more we can scale, and the more we can scale, the more we can make this accessible to anyone. Now that we have successfully cleared the auto-fitting part, which is by far the hardest so far. We spent 1 year on that only. It's time that we move to the garment digitization, which is a process where we are transitioning from a fully manual process of sketching stuff on Close 3D to a fully automated one, where from one picture you get the 3D asset, and we called it GAD, which is Garments Automated Digitization, and it's really yielding some good results. So this is what I would like to present today. Let me see. Yes. So we need a 2D picture. This can be found on any website, on any marketplace. There are many of them that can provide you one. Zalando is as particularly common, is quite used to have this kind of pictures. From this picture, what we do is that we this, by the way, can also be submitted by a user, a normal user that wants to have his stuff digitized. It's not necessarily something that we find online. From this, we remove the background. There are many neural networks that can allow you to do that nowadays. It is a hard task, but it's been solved for many applications. You crop it, and then you start segmenting it. And you start, first of all, you need to understand what you're dealing with. So what kind of jumper you're dealing with. And again, here we need artificial intelligence to understand that in order to make sure that we know whether it's a hoodie, whether it's a high neck jumper, it's a t-shirt. I mean, what the heck is that? We need someone to tell us. And then after that, most of the process is actually about the extraction of the texture and making sure that any photo editing that is done fully procedurally. And this is stuff that normally you do with Photoshop very well, but with Photoshop it's manual. So that's a trick. So you need to basically do the same processes that you normally do on Photoshop fully via code, which is a little bit the tricky part. But if you can do that, so then in less than a minute you get what's on the right. So you get a 3D object that can be used for anything really. I mean, you can. I'm listing some applications here just off the top of my head. There are many more that we are exploring with some we're exploring with some partners as well, not just ourselves. But you could think of having a consumer app where we're developing an MVP for this, where you can digitize anything in 3D, and then you can basically have an app that is a sort of like style guide that allows the user to mix and match the garments with whatever is recommended, whatever best product is recommended, and is some sort of like fit assistance that suggests what garments to complete the look should be bought, and allows users to then proceed to the checkout. Can also be quite cool for the fitting solution. So this is something that is a little bit more advanced, and we're going to release in January. It's an advanced fitting tool that, in a bit of a funny way, with emoji that we think is very like social-like, is gonna give very detailed information on the strain and stress points of any garments on your body. Given the fact that we know what your body is, and we know what the garment is as well, and we have digitized it, we can combine the two, and we know everything between the two elements, right? So we know the differences between one 3D object and another, and then we can derive these heat maps, and also the commentary as well, as I shown before. The third application is definitely the one like the more like metaverse like. We are discussing with Ready Player Me a partnership there, because once you digitize the garments, you just need to reduce the number of polygons, and then off you go. You can dress your Ready Player Me avatar, and then you can use it wherever you want with that. So that's something that is quite interesting as well, and we are evaluating this further with Ready Player Me. We are in touch also with Sandbox and the Central End, but yeah, we don't have time to do all things at the same time. So we're still like a small company, so it's hard to do to split ourselves too much. But it's something probably we're gonna start doing more seriously from January onwards. So going forward, definitely we need to improve stuff. So we definitely need to improve our machine learning algorithm for detection of the garments, and also expand to new categories. For now, we do only the top parts, and we do kind of like standard things like jumpers, sweatshirts, t-shirts, and stuff like this. We're not able to do like custom dresses and more weird stuff, because that's actually more challenging. We want to ask the user to submit any relevant detail that we might miss, like bucket sizes, zips, and this and that. That stuff is normally quite hard to get via computer vision. And our mantra is always like, as soon as you have something, you just put it out. You get feedback from the community. You get feedback from alpha users, and you keep improving it. We've launched the very first product that we had in December last year, and it was really, really bad. But we launched it anyway, because we just wanted to get feedback even on the more simplest things. But this helped us a lot, and we actually grew a lot from there. So we want to keep doing the same. Last but not least is just a sense of who we are. So it's basically me and my co-founder Giulio. We're focusing on different things. I'm more on the product and tech part. Even though I don't have a technical background, I got very, very close to it. Giulio is more our fashion guy. He has more than 5 years of experience in fashion, and also in finance, even if it's not that useful. And Philip is helping us, and that from the top, giving us what we need in terms of knowledge, especially for computer vision. He's a bit of the guru there. And that is it. I think it's